Alright, we almost done here for today. Now I'm off, so yeah, let's get going. So this we're gonna react to is three martial art lesson from a Takeda Ryu ninja, Yamamoto Kansuke, and the secret of the well, not of the secret of the Japanese warfare, and it's by Soke and Sue Christia Jacobson. Now, we're back at it again of how to be a ninja, of course, and she's the only one that can help us to teach us how to be a ninja. Well, it will take like a couple of tries to learn one of the ninjutsus and stuff like that, but yeah. So but yeah, let's check it out in five, four, three, two.
Hi, I'm Krista Jacobson, headmistress of the Budokai, where we teach authentic ninjutsu and classical samurai bujutsu. And for those of you who don't know what that is, it's the ancient martial arts of the ninja and samurai. In today's video, we're going to be discussing 3 martial art lessons from a Takeda Ryu ninja. His name is Yamamoto Kansuke. Yamamoto Kansuke was one of Takeda Shingen's top generals, and today we're going to be looking at some of his writings and some of the lessons that he has left behind. Now, before I begin, I always give a shout out to all of my new viewers. So if this is the first video that you guys have seen of me, my name is Krista Jacobson. I'm the headmistress of the Budokai, which means School of the Warrior Way. We teach Koryu Ninjutsu and Koryu Bujutsu, so the ancient martial arts of the ninja and samurai. This organization does have other areas of focus, such as reality-based self-defense, weapons training and tactics, concealed carry, survival skills, martial arts theory, thought and philosophy, martial arts conditioning. If any of these topics interest you at all, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to click the bell. I do post 2 to 3 videos every single week, so if you're interested in any of those topics, please subscribe, click the bell, and keep up with what we're doing. So today we're going to be talking about 3 martial art lessons from a Takeda Ryu ninja, Yamamoto Kansuke. Yamamoto Kansuke was born in 1501 and died in 1561. He was known by various different names such as Haruyuki as well as Doki, which means Demon of the Way. Yamamoto Kansuke was a brilliant strategist and a samurai of the Sengoku period. He was one of Takeda Shingen's top generals as well as one of his top ninja. Now Yamamoto Kansuke wrote many different historical scrolls, some of which are very popular within the ninjutsu community. Documents such as the Rodanshu as well as the Koyo Gunkan. Now we can talk about both these scrolls at a later time, so if you guys are interested about the Rodanshu or the Koyo Gunkan, just stick in the comment section and I'll make sure that I get those videos up for you. But I do want to take a second to talk about the Koyo Gunkan. It was written in 1616 and it is the oldest document that I know of that references Bushido. Now I know a lot of people say Bushido is a modern construction and the Way of the Samurai was something that was written in the early 1900s by Nitobe, and I just want to say that's absolutely not true. The Way of the Warrior or the Way of the Samurai has been around for hundreds of years. I will admit that the book written by Nitobe in the early 1900s probably romanticized the idea of Bushido a little bit, and he kind of worded it in a way that would be more appropriate for the time that he was writing. But the idea of Bushido, or the Way of the Samurai, the Way of the Warrior, has been around for hundreds of years, and this philosophy of Bushido, or Bushinodo, is referenced in the Koyo Gunkan in 1616. So today I'm going to be referencing a seminal writing that's attributed to Yamamoto Kansuke. Now, this particular document is called The Secrets to the Art of War. It's also been referenced as Secrets to Japanese Warfare. In this particular document, it lists hundreds of different lessons on Japanese warfare, the arts of war, battle, strategy, fighting, martial arts. So many lessons come from this particular document. But today, we're going to be talking about 3 martial art lessons from these writings that's attributed to Yamamoto Kansuke. Lesson number 1 is called The Arts of Warfare. In this lesson, he writes, "Come into the human age, the numbers of weapons increased, and the information on them is diverse. Here, ever since my youth, I have been devoted to this path, considering the techniques for long and short weapons, which to use and which to omit. If any are omitted, victory is uncertain. The reason for this is that the space between you and your opponent differs with the occasion. For a distant opponent, use your bow and arrow and firearms. For an enemy at the middle range, use your spear and halberd. For an enemy at close hand, use your swords. For grappling in close quarters, use a dagger, less than 1 foot long is good. As a headmistress of a traditional school of Japanese martial arts, I strongly advocate for the use of weapons. In fact, I ask all of my students to always carry a weapon with them at all times, even if that's a firearm, edged weapon, some sort of self-defense tool to create distance between you and your opponent, something like a force multiplier to help create more impact onto your attacker if you get into a striking situation. I strongly advocate for the use of weapons. Now, of course, you do have to follow the laws in your area. But regardless of where you live, you should be able to carry a weapon with you at all times. Yes, we train in empty-handed combat. Yes, we teach the students how to punch and kick and strike and throw and grapple and all the different various skills that you need in empty-handed combat. But the empty-handed combat skills are there to teach you how to use your body as a weapon and to teach you to be better off with the use of weapons. Plus, it also helps you engage in various different types of martial art activities. But nonetheless, the only time you would be in an empty-handed fighting situation in a self-defense environment is if you didn't bring a weapon, you lost the weapon, or the weapon broke. I strongly advocate for the use of weapons. In a self-defense situation, you have been chosen as prey. Predators go after prey, and there is no weight classes in that environment. It's not like there's going to be rules or weight classes or anything of the sort. When a predator chooses a prey, it's because they feel that the prey is weak. They feel they have an advantage over the prey. They're going to be bigger, they're going to be stronger, they're going to be faster, they're going to have a tactical advantage, meaning some sort of weapons. There might be more of them, multiple attacker situations, or they have an advantage in the terrain, so they know the area better than you. If you have been picked as prey, they feel they have the advantage. So in a self-defense, reality-based self-defense situation where it is intense, violent, aggressive situation, I encourage all of my students to constantly carry a weapon with them of some kind all of the time. Again, whether that's a firearm, edged weapon, some sort of self-defense tool that you can use to create distance between you and your opponent, or even some sort of a force multiplier. Again, you need to follow the law in the area that you live, but I strongly advocate for the use of weapons. Lesson number 2, and this one's called Teacher of the Arts. In this lesson he writes, teachers of the arts of warfare transmit the advantages of considering how to win with bow, spear, halberd, sword, dagger, and other instruments of killing, striking when you should strike, and not striking when you should not strike. If you lack training in even one area, you should not be called a martial arts teacher. How much more should we be wary of calling someone who is trained in only one weapon a martial arts teacher? The reason for this is that one who only uses the bow should be called an archer. One who only uses a spear should be called a lancer. One who only uses a sword should be called a swordsman. Each one designated with a specific name. Clearly, I have a different opinion running my organization than many other martial art teachers who are running their organizations. But I do want to say this. When I started the Budo-Ryukai, which means School of the Warrior Way, back in 2004, I did that because I wanted to make sure that I preserved the true training and teachings of the ancient ninja and samurai. To do this, we had to make sure that all skills of the Bushi Sanjuroku Ki, which means the 36 skills of Japanese warfare, were present. Now, when you look at the 36 skills of Japanese warfare, you get 18 skills of conventional warfare and 18 skills of unconventional warfare. The 18 skills of conventional warfare is commonly known as the 18 skills of the samurai. And the 18 skills of unconventional warfare is generally called the 18 skills of the ninja. Now, you take the two, 18 and 18, you get 36. And again, the 36 skills of Japanese warfare is called the Bushi Sanjuroku Ki. When you look at the 18 skills of the samurai, you get all of the skills that the samurai needs to train in to be effective in conventional warfare, whether that's empty-handed tactics, spearmanship, swordsmanship, archery, fortifications, military strategy. Everything that the samurai would need to know for conventional warfare is covered in the 18 skills of the samurai. In the 18 skills of the ninja, all the skills that the ninja or the shinobi would need to know to be effective in unconventional warfare is taught in that section, whether that's inen, yonin, inton jutsu, etc., etc. All of those skill sets are covered in the 18 skills of the ninja. Again, the Budo-Ryukai, School of the Warrior Way, we teach all 36 skills of Japanese warfare. So the Budo-Ryukai is known for its 7 warrior traditions, all of our areas of training, and the complete understanding and study of the Bushi Sanjuroku Ki, or the 36 skills of Japanese warfare. Lesson number 3, transmission to the arts of warfare. In this lesson, he writes, as to the order of transmission of the arts of warfare, first we teach fist technique to master the workings of the four limbs, mind and body. Next, we transmit techniques of short weaponry, next techniques of long weaponry, and after that, techniques of projectile weaponry. Linking these in order after transmitting designs of human advantage, situational advantage, and natural advantage, we transmit the principles of all things to assist application. So here, Yamamoto Kansuke is talking about a practical progression of martial arts training. Yamamoto Kansuke is talking about empty-handed training and empty-handed fighting techniques, and then from there you learn short weaponry, and then long weaponry, and then projectile weapons, and he's talking about this progression. Here at the Budo-Ryukai, we take a very similar approach. The reason for this is we want all of the students to start at the very first lesson and progress through the levels so they can build a strong foundation. You absolutely have to be very good at empty-handed combat. It's not because you're going to be in an empty-handed fighting situation. It's because all of the skills and lessons that you learn by using your body, you use those same principles when using weapons. So by starting in the beginning, you learn empty-handed combat, striking, kicking, grappling, throwing, choking, locking, all that kind of stuff. And then you start moving into various different types of close quarter combative weapons, or long weapons, or even projectile weapons, self-defense situations. All of these things tend to matter as you go through your progression of training. Here at the Budo-Ryukai, we have a very similar approach where we start at the very beginning so that students can have a strong foundation with martial arts technique, and as they progress down this path, they can grow stronger and stronger and get more advanced skill within the martial arts. Now, if you guys would like to know more about Yamamoto Kansuke and you want me to do a bio video on him, please put in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to get that video going for you. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Again, I do post 2 to 3 videos every single week. If you like the ninja and samurai and traditional Japanese martial arts, again, subscribe to the channel, click the bell. I do post 2 to 3 videos every single week. If you guys are interested in authentic ninjutsu and classical samurai bujutsu, please check out my website at www.budo-ninjutsu.com. There you guys can see the 7 traditions, the list of skills, the areas and principles and philosophies that we teach. If you don't live next to one of our schools, you guys can always join the Budo-Ryukai online ninjutsu dojo, and you guys can start training with us that way. So thank you guys very much for your love and support. I deeply appreciate it. And until next time, take care, be safe, and good luck in your journey of Budo. Bye.
Oh, shout out to her. She did a really good job of learning the secret of Japanese warfare. Yamamoto Kansuke, and I have to say, cause that's the only reason way how you have to learn your own self defense, and this bring some weapons with you. And even though it would happen sooner or later, because I know for a fact that I don't know, that's the only reason how this happens in real life. So yeah, again, shout out to her, because I will be doing more of one of the ninja videos, and I will try to do it as I could. So yeah. Also go subscribe to her, and yeah, let me know, comment down